Before I got treatment, my life was really dark. I didn't sleep at all. I was incredibly depressed pretty much all day, every day. I had two moods, down and really down, and every day was a crapshoot. You know, it was tough to find the motivation to do anything, let alone get out of bed in the morning. You know, I mean, I was expected to hold these responsibilities like going to school and working and have all these relationships, and I could barely find the energy to get out of bed. And you know, one of the things that I've noticed is my thought patterns, my inner dialogue was so mean and depressing and dark to myself. And I would say that is one of the things that I've seen the greatest improvement in after getting treatment is my self-talk isn't so bad, isn't so negative, it's not so mean. You know, I think, you know, you want to talk to yourself like a best friend would talk to you, and I was definitely not doing that. My experience at the Brain Treatment Center was really pleasant. I mean, everybody there was super nice, they were really helpful, you can tell that everybody really cares. You can tell that everybody genuinely comes from a place of wanting to help, you know? And that was something that kept me coming in every day. It's really easy to show up to all these appointments when you can tell the staff actually care about how you're doing. And that was something that I really felt. It's very different from the sort of typical medical office feeling. It's very warm and inviting, and you know, there was instruments and there's paintings and there's all these cool things all over the place, and the culture really shows. It's actually pretty interesting how different it is from most other doctors' offices. After getting treatment at the Brain Treatment Center, my life completely changed. I was a completely different person. I was happy. My friends and family mentioned to me multiple times, like, what's going on with you? You know, there's something really different about you. And I didn't really have an answer. I was just feeling so much better from the inside out. A lot of these other types of therapies, like talk therapy, for example, I didn't find it effective for me. You know, I think it's a tool for some people, and for me, it just wasn't the tool for the job that I needed. And you know, it was sort of this external force coming in, trying to make me feel better or something like that. And what I found that was different at the Brain Treatment Center is it's this feeling that comes from the inside out, you know, where all of a sudden I'm sleeping through the night with no issues. I'm feeling happy. It's easier to get out of bed in the morning. You know, I have more fun with my friends and my family. I actually want to hang out with people. I want to do things with my life. I want to go places and do things. And it's something that I've never felt before getting treatment. It was, you know, coming from such a dark place to now being this incredibly happy, joyful person is such a stark difference. It feels like I'm talking about somebody else, in fact. You know, my old self, there's, you know, version 1 of me before getting treatment, and then there's, you know, the version 2.0, and it's an incredible feeling. I would definitely recommend anyone to try this treatment. I think that it has such a profound impact on my life. I've actually had a lot of my family members come and get treatment, and you know, they weren't dealing with issues that were as dark and deep as mine, I would say, but you know, you don't have to be sick to get better. And that's something that I think that they found through the treatment as well. I wouldn't even want to begin to imagine where my life would be had I not found the Brain Treatment Center. I was in such a dark place. I was doing so badly. I was having such a rough time in life. And after getting treatment, it completely saved my life. I mean, I am a complete and total new human being. And all of my friends and family say the same thing about me. It's pretty incredible. I walk around, you know, 90% of my day with a smile on my face. Whereas I don't think you could catch me with a smile on before coming into the Brain Treatment Center. Honestly, the only thing that I wish was that I found this treatment sooner, because after getting it, my life just went on this complete other trajectory that is one of health and healing, and that is something that I never would have found, had I not done this. I have done all kinds of therapy and psychology and psychiatry, and I've been through the whole gamut of the system, and nothing had worked for me. Whether it had failed me or I had failed it, either way, it wasn't working. It wasn't a solution for me. I had a psychiatrist, and he put me on plenty of different meds, once to feel this way, once to feel this way, and it was a Band-Aid. It wasn't a solution. It was something that was for the time being. And when I asked about what is the long-term solution for me, there was almost this chuckle, what do you mean long-term solution? And I said, well, when am I going to be off these meds? And he said, oh, well, I don't know. I would never expect you to come off of them. And I'm thinking, thanks for the confidence, man. I'm looking for some shred of hope here, and I am not coming up with any. So after searching for this hope that was seemingly nowhere to be found, I came upon the Brain Treatment Center. And one of the things that struck me was I got this EEG. It's a brain scan. And when they brought me in and they did this EEG on me, the clinician sat down with me and showed me my brain. And up until this point in my life, all of these therapists and counselors that I had been to, it was kind of like, you feel this way because you're doing X, Y, and Z. And instead of being met with that, at the Brain Treatment Center, they showed me my EEG, and they said, wow, if my brain looked like this, I would be acting and feeling the same way that you are right now. And it was incredibly validating. That's something that I've never found anywhere else. It was so validating hearing somebody else describe how I'm feeling without knowing anything about me. I hadn't described anything about what I was doing or why I was there. And they could just tell. They could tell by looking at my brain scan. I started crying actually right then and there when they were describing this to me. These people didn't know anything about me, but yet they could tell that I was suffering based on what was going on in my brain. Getting treatment is quick and easy. It's 30 to 40 minutes every day. It's very simple. They make it a really streamlined process. You come in, they sanitize the whole place before you get there. You sit in the chair, and it's very relaxed. It's not like a typical doctor's office. You actually get to spend time with people and chat with them. I feel like when I go to a normal doctor, it's kind of 3 or 4 minutes, and even that's pushing it for their schedule. And it's not a good feeling to be kind of just herded in and out of these rooms, and that's not the feeling that you get when you come to the Brain Treatment Center. It's actually very warm and inviting, and the people there are incredibly nice, and you can tell they really care. They really genuinely want to see you doing better, and it's really motivating. It makes it easier to come in every day.